Ich bin Oliver Plöger, das ist Berlin. Okay. Und hier treffe ich heute Matt und Brian von Avenged Sevenfold.
So guys, the upcoming tour in Germany is like the biggest German headliner tour you ever played. How does it feel like to you?
We don't get to come here often, so we're excited to come over here and put on a really cool, big show that we're excited about.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. You know, we're doing the UK first, and then we go home for a little bit, and then we come back and hit up Europe, and I think we're hitting 5 German markets or 4, but obviously the first time we're actually selling a nice amount of tickets in Germany, which is great.
Yeah.
So it's always been, you know, Germany, we haven't got here as much as we've gotten to other places, and so we're excited to start off the cycle in Germany. And
Do you remember your first German show ever? I guess it was in a tiny shithole, right?
Yeah,
I definitely remember.
I remember.
I had a German flag guitar, and that helped a little bit.
I don't know.
Of course. Where are we?
Yeah. Other than
I
that, they
remember
hated
a guy had seen us somewhere else, and he said, "Last time you were so good, how come you weren't very good tonight?"
Yeah.
It was very German. I was like, "All right, cool."
Very honest.
Engineering.
Yeah,
Very honest. Yeah, exactly.
Very honest. So, yeah, we've had some fun experiences in Germany for sure. Some very small, humble beginnings.
What was your first regular rock show concert ever?
For me, it was MTV. I didn't go to too many concerts, and if I did, I was in the nosebleeds. But Black Crowes definitely did some cool stuff. But pretty much the November Rain video I saw when I was maybe 10 or 11 or something like that. And
Church scene.
yeah,
Slash
exactly.
came out
Yeah. He's playing on the piano and stuff, and that kind of did it for me.
For me, when I was very young, MTV for me it was Van Halen, and I was part of the fan club, and my mom signed me up, and I had a poster that was supposed to be signed by the band. I don't know where it's at these days. She always talks about that. But I used to go to like punk rock shows with the Rev when he was around, so we would go to we'd go see like No Doubt and Real Big Fish, but we'd have our Slayer shirts on, and we'd be moshing, and they were all skanking, and we didn't know what it was, and people would be so mad at us because we were just young, trying to start a mosh pit. So you know, starting off in Southern California with the punk scene and the local shows. So that's when I fell in love with it.
For someone who hasn't seen you live on stage ever, what would you say? What's so special about Avenged Sevenfold live on stage? What do you do better than other bands?
Well, I think we put on a spectacle. We put a lot of money into production. Obviously, you guys have bands like Rammstein and bands that do that, but
Yes, we have.
yes. But you know, for us over in the States, there's not a lot of bands that do it. There's the Maidens of the world, and there's the Rammsteins, and there's big pop acts. But we put a lot of money into production, and we put on a show. And we try to take people into our world, and I also think everyone in the band can play. So you put that with the energy, and then with the live spectacle, it feels like a big family, and it feels really like a really nice night out, I think.
Yeah. Did you fully realize that you are rock stars now? Or is it sometimes like, dude, what happened? Oh yeah, I think we made it.
No, I don't think we ever. I think the human condition is very present in all of us, where we keep wanting to get better. There's never going to be an end when we're 75. If we make it that long, we'll still wanting to be doing something new and better, and disgusted with what we did 10 years ago.
Before you go on stage, do you have a kind of a ritual that you always do?
Yeah, we get really angry. I do vocal warm-ups, obviously, so I get like really stressed out that I need my vocal space to get ready for the show.
So you scream?
No, I sing. I go back there and I really warm it up.
The only time he sings, right?
Yeah,
before the
exactly.
show.
Yeah.
Well, I sing so that when I do get out there and push it,
Yeah.
that it's not just blown out. So do that, and then obviously about the rock star question, I've got 2 kids, so it's hard to be a rock star when you're changing diapers and being dad. So
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
yeah, they don't give a shit
They're real punk
how cool you are.
rockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
They're
real
the
punk
real
rock. Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
They do whatever the hell they
Tattoos and
want.
everything, they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I think before shows we just warm up, get
Yeah.
ready, and try to get in a good headspace because, there's so many bands from the '80s and stuff that would just go out there hammered and jacked up, and then the shows got worse and worse. And
There are like YouTube
Yeah.
videos everywhere nowadays,
Yep.
so everybody
Yeah.
sees when you fuck
Yeah.
up a show. Yeah.
oh, it's so funny because you'll play a show and there's like one bad note or this or that, and it's
Yeah.
all over the internet, and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
You're
they
under the
can't play anymore,
microscope.
and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, humans.
Yeah. But we have a couple of songs that we start off with, you know, that we listen to, and a couple of manly gestures that we kind of go through.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of rituals, just not big crazy rituals.
I talked to Dave Gahan from Deepish Mode a couple of weeks ago, and he said since a couple of years, he knows even before the show if a show turns out good or bad. Do you have the same?
You can kind of tell from the audience how pumped they are. I mean, you can tell I can tell by how my voice feels during the day if it's going to be an easy show for me. And if it's an easy show, it's a good show. Because then it's more about the audience. You're not worrying about stuff. There's a lot of indicators, I think.
And I'm pretty sure you already had your kind of Spinal Tap classic moment.
Yes, we
You're
did.
announcing the wrong city.
Our very first show
I've
with
done that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Denver. I remember Denver. I said, what was it? Some other thing with a D.
I forget.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Called Denver. I'm all, what's up, Detroit, Denver?
Yeah,
And then,
it
I'm like,
wasn't yeah.
Not that much because we're not here.
yeah, I know, right?
Our very first show with Brooks, we had an opener show before we played in Minneapolis with Metallica, and he wasn't listening or paying attention, so we started Nightmare, and you could hear the bells, ding, 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 and he's kind of just walking pretty nonchalant. We're like, this guy's pretty fucking pro, he's relaxed. And finally he's like, he's not gonna make it, get up on stage. And so I get up, I go to my spot, no fucking drums. He's like, and then he starts playing and just going crazy and just
Didn't even have his in-ears in. He was
didn't,
just
yeah.
like just sitting there
He
like,
couldn't
we're
hear
like,
shit.
what do you?
But everybody could hear the intro, you
Yeah.
know, so it was kind of suspect. I think he was just trying to pull a fast one.
So it was his first show, and he totally botched it.
Going back to bad religion.
So it
Yeah.
was kind of funny. Yeah,
But
yeah.
all the fans and all of our friends and family thought that we played a practical joke on him. Like we went up there and started without him. So they didn't think he fucked up. They thought we were fucking with him. So camera and that, don't tell anybody that.
Yeah.
What would you say, in your opinion, what's the best current rock band around?
Gojira for me.
Really? From France?
For me, yeah.
They're awesome. Awesome drummer.
They're awesome.
Like really good, yeah.
So I don't know if that's rock. It's more metal, but it's rock.
Do
Under the
you
umbrella.
still get influenced when you see other bands and put it into your own music, or is it more
If they
like,
do something cool. I mean, I'm not. I mean,
Well, you're laughing.
no, yeah. I mean,
I
like,
like that answer. If they do something that's true. Yeah,
I
if
mean,
there's
like,
something cool
I
and
don't
unique.
go out there and go like, oh, this is more of the same. But if something's like really badass and cool, I mean, you know, I was listening to Wolf Mother the other day. I was listening to Gojira, and I was thinking, man, both these bands probably have the same influences, but they both have done something completely different with them. It's probably the Sabbath, the Zeppelin influences, but both bands have their own twist on what their interpretation of the old rock is. And for me, you know, like a band like Gojira brings something really cool and new to the table. And there's, I mean, the latest David Bowie record to me is really innovative. Black Star is amazing.
There's a wide range of music.
There's a lot of stuff that's very cool that is very influential. So
I like Volbeat.
Yeah.
Volbeat's great. They're pretty unique. They blend a lot of classic elements and do it kind of their own way. It's cool.
You don't have to go too specific, but could you give us a rough direction what the new production of the tour will look like?
anyone that's seen our shows, I mean, we haven't really brought the big shows over here yet. We've done it in the UK and the rest of the world, but we've done a lot of soft goods. Like we had a huge King and lots of fire and lots of stuff. We're kind of getting away from that on this tour because the album's theme is more about space and artificial intelligence. So we're trying to flip the script a little bit and get away from the 80s metal production and do something very different and new that we haven't really seen rock bands do. So there's a lot of image mapping and huge video things that move, and it's just we're going to bring a lot of new elements, so it's not all the old tricks.